Taking responsibility for one's life is the foundation of success. Many people go through life blaming external circumstances for their failures. They blame their upbringing, lack of opportunities, bad luck, or other people for where they are. While external factors can influence life, ultimate responsibility always lies within the individual. When people refuse to take responsibility, they give away their power to change. They remain stuck in the same patterns, making excuses instead of taking action. However, when someone accepts full responsibility for their life, they unlock the ability to take control and create the future they desire. One of the main reasons people avoid responsibility is that it is easier to shift blame than to admit personal shortcomings. It is uncomfortable to acknowledge that one's own choices and actions have led to their current situation. But avoiding responsibility only leads to stagnation. Growth begins when a person looks at their life honestly and recognizes that they have the power to improve it. This mindset shift allows people to move from being victims of circumstance to being in charge of their destiny. Taking responsibility means accepting that no one else is going to do the work for you. No one is coming to save you, push you, or make your dreams come true. Success is entirely in your hands. The most successful people in the world do not wait for perfect conditions or rely on others to make things happen for them. They take action despite difficulties, setbacks, and disadvantages. They understand that no matter what challenges they face, they have the power to overcome them through effort, learning, and perseverance. Excuses are one of the biggest obstacles to taking responsibility. People often justify inaction by saying they don't have enough time, money, or resources. They blame their circumstances instead of finding solutions. But the truth is, everyone has challenges. Some of the most successful people in history have come from difficult backgrounds, faced hardships, and had every reason to quit. But they didn't. They chose to take responsibility, work with what they had, and keep pushing forward. When someone stops making excuses and starts looking for solutions, their life begins to change. Taking responsibility also means owning up to mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but not everyone learns from them. Some people make the same mistakes repeatedly because they refuse to acknowledge their role in the outcome. Instead of blaming others or circumstances, successful individuals analyze their mistakes, learn from them, and adjust their actions. They understand that failure is a part of growth and that taking responsibility for mistakes leads to improvement. Another key aspect of responsibility is controlling one's reactions. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. While no one can control everything that happens, they can always control how they respond. People who take responsibility for their emotions and reactions are more resilient and adaptable. Instead of complaining about problems, they focus on finding solutions. Instead of letting setbacks break them, they use challenges as opportunities to grow stronger. Taking responsibility also means being proactive. Many people live in a reactive state, only responding to situations instead of creating their own opportunities. When someone takes responsibility for their future, they don't wait for things to happen, they make things happen. They set goals, take action, and create the life they want instead of hoping that things will improve on their own. Ultimately, taking responsibility is the key to empowerment. When someone stops blaming others and starts taking full ownership of their life, they gain the power to change anything. They stop feeling helpless, start seeing themselves as capable and in control. They recognize that their decisions shape their future and that every action they take moves them closer to success or further away from it. By adopting this mindset, anyone can break free from limitations and build a life of purpose, achievement, and fulfillment. If you made it this far, then you already have the fire inside you. Now it's time to fuel it with action. Don't just watch. Apply what you've learned. Start small. Stay consistent. Eliminate distractions and take full responsibility for your success. If this video helped you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and drop a comment below. Let me know what step you're taking today to get closer to your goals. And remember, success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking action right now. This is peak ambition. Keep pushing, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video. Small actions taken consistently lead to big results. Many people believe that success comes from massive efforts, big breakthroughs, or sudden strokes of luck. But in reality, success is built on small, consistent steps taken over time. The problem is that most people underestimate the power of these small actions. They assume that if they can't make huge progress immediately, their efforts don't matter. This mindset leads to procrastination and inaction. However, the truth is that every great achievement starts with small, simple steps that build momentum over time. One of the biggest challenges people face when working toward a goal is the overwhelming feeling of how far they still have to go. Whether it's losing weight, starting a business, learning a new skill, or improving a habit, the final goal often feels too big to achieve. This feeling of being overwhelmed can lead to paralysis, causing people to do nothing at all. But the key to overcoming this is to break the goal down into small, manageable steps. Instead of focusing on the entire journey, focus on the next step. If you want to get in shape, don't worry about losing 50 pounds. Just start by exercising for 10 minutes today. If you want to write a book, don't think about writing 300 pages. Just write one paragraph. Taking small steps removes the mental resistance that often comes with big goals. The mind naturally resists change, especially when it feels difficult or unfamiliar. When a goal feels too large, your brain sees it as a threat, making it easier to procrastinate. But when you focus on small steps, you trick your brain into cooperating. A small action feels doable, and once you start, you create momentum. That momentum then makes it easier to take the next step and the next until progress becomes effortless. Another advantage of small actions is that they help build habits. Success is not about one-time efforts. It's about developing habits that become part of your daily life. The most successful people in the world have built their success through consistent daily actions. An athlete doesn't become great by training hard once. They become great by training every day. A musician doesn't master an instrument by practicing for hours just one day. They improve by practicing a little bit every day. When you repeat small actions consistently, they become automatic, making success feel natural over time. Consistency is more important than intensity. Many people start a goal with great enthusiasm, putting in extreme effort for a short period of time. They go to the gym every day for a week, then stop. They work long hours on their project for a few days, then lose motivation. This approach doesn't work because it relies on short bursts of effort rather than sustainable habits. A much better approach is to do a little bit every day, even if it seems insignificant at first. Over time, those small efforts compound into massive results. Another reason small actions lead to big results is that they build confidence. Every time you take action, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making progress. This builds self-trust, which is essential for long-term success. When you consistently show up and take action, you start to see yourself as someone who follows through. This shift in identity makes it easier to stay committed to your goals. Many people give up on their dreams because they expect immediate results. When they don't see quick progress, they assume their efforts are useless. But success doesn't happen overnight. It happens in the small, unseen moments of daily effort. If you want to achieve something great, stop focusing on the end result and start focusing on what you can do today. Take one small step, then another, and trust that over time those small actions will add up to something extraordinary. Eliminating distractions is one of the most important steps in achieving success. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, constantly pulling attention away from what truly matters. Social media, television, notifications, endless scrolling, and mindless entertainment consume hours of the day without people even realizing it. Many people struggle to focus because they allow distractions to dictate their actions, making it difficult to stay committed to their goals. If distractions are not controlled, they become the biggest obstacle to productivity, preventing meaningful progress. One of the main reasons distractions are so powerful is that they provide instant gratification. Unlike hard work, which requires patience and effort, distractions offer quick and easy entertainment. Watching a video, checking social media, or playing a game provides an immediate sense of pleasure. The problem is that this pleasure is temporary and unproductive. It creates a habit of seeking constant stimulation, making it harder to focus on tasks that require deep thinking and effort. Over time, this weakens self-discipline, leading to procrastination and unfulfilled goals. Another issue with distractions is that they break concentration. When someone is deeply focused on a task, they enter a state of flow, where productivity and creativity peak. However, even a small distraction, like a message notification or a quick glance at social media, interrupts that state. Once focus is broken, it takes time to regain full concentration, reducing efficiency. Many people believe that multitasking allows them to handle multiple things at once, but in reality, switching between tasks reduces overall performance. The brain works best when it can focus on one thing at a time without constant interruptions. To eliminate distractions, the first step is to identify them. Many people are unaware of how much time they waste on unproductive activities. Keeping track of daily habits and noting where time is spent can reveal hidden distractions. Once distractions are identified, steps can be taken to reduce or remove them. For example, turning off notifications, setting specific times for checking emails and messages, and creating a designated workspace free from unnecessary interruptions can significantly improve focus. Another effective way to eliminate distractions is by setting clear priorities. When someone knows exactly what they need to accomplish, it becomes easier to resist distractions. Writing down goals for the day, breaking them into smaller tasks, and setting deadlines helps maintain focus. A to-do list or a planner can serve as a visual reminder of what needs to be done, keeping the mind directed toward productive activities. Creating a structured environment also plays a key role in reducing distractions. A cluttered and disorganized space can create mental chaos, making it harder to concentrate. A clean, organized workspace helps signal to the brain that it is time to work. In addition, setting specific work hours and sticking to them helps develop a habit of focus. For those working on personal goals, scheduling dedicated time for studying, exercising, or skill building ensures that distractions do not take over. Self-discipline is essential in overcoming distractions. Many people believe they need motivation to focus, but motivation is unreliable. Instead, discipline helps develop the ability to concentrate even when distractions are tempting. Practicing self-control by setting boundaries, such as limiting screen time or using apps that block distractions, strengthens the ability to stay focused. Developing habits like reading, journaling, or engaging in deep work without interruptions builds mental endurance over time. One of the most effective ways to stay focused is by surrounding oneself with an environment that supports productivity. If the people around are constantly distracted or unmotivated, their habits can influence behavior. Choosing to be around disciplined and goal-oriented individuals can help reinforce positive habits. Additionally, seeking out quiet spaces, using noise-canceling headphones, or listening to instrumental music can enhance concentration. In the end, eliminating distractions is about taking control of time and attention. Success is not about working harder, but about working smarter, by prioritizing what truly matters. When distractions are minimized, productivity increases, goals become more attainable, and progress is made faster. By intentionally designing an environment and routine that supports focus, anyone can break free from distractions and create a path toward meaningful success. Successful people do not wait for motivation to take action. They take action and motivation follows. This is one of the biggest differences between those who achieve their goals and those who remain stuck in the cycle of procrastination. Many people believe that motivation is a magical force that will suddenly appear and push them to work hard. They wait for the perfect moment when they feel inspired, energized, and ready to take on the world. But the truth is that moment rarely comes. If you rely on motivation alone, you will accomplish very little, because motivation is temporary, unpredictable, and unreliable. Motivation is like a spark. It can ignite a fire, but it won't keep it burning. Discipline, consistency, and action are what keep the fire alive. The most successful people in the world understand that motivation comes and goes, but the commitment to daily effort is what truly matters. They know that waiting to feel like it is a trap that leads to inaction. Instead, they build habits that ensure they keep moving forward, even on days when they don't feel motivated. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that successful individuals are always motivated. They assume that athletes wake up excited to train every morning, that entrepreneurs are constantly inspired to work on their businesses, and that writers always feel the urge to write. In reality, even the most driven people have days when they feel tired, uninspired, or unmotivated. The difference is that they don't let those feelings stop them. They understand that action leads to motivation, not the other way around. When you take action, even when you don't feel like it, you build momentum. Imagine pushing a heavy object. At first, it's difficult to get it moving, but once it starts rolling, it becomes easier to keep going. The same principle applies to work, fitness, learning, and personal growth. If you force yourself to start, even with small steps, you create the energy needed to keep going. Before you know it, motivation kicks in as a result of the progress you've made. Many people struggle with procrastination because they believe they need to be in the right mood to work. They tell themselves that they'll start once they feel inspired or energized. But the reality is that waiting for motivation often leads to nothing getting done. A more effective approach is to set a schedule and commit to showing up no matter how you feel. If you decide that you will go to the gym every morning at 7 a.m., then you go, regardless of whether you feel like it. If you decide to work on your business for 2 hours every evening, you sit down and do the work, no matter what. Over time, this level of discipline rewires your brain to take action automatically without needing motivation to push you. Another key to overcoming the need for motivation is focusing on small, manageable tasks. Often, people feel overwhelmed by the size of their goals, which makes them hesitate to start. Instead of thinking about the entire project, break it down into tiny steps. If you don't feel like writing an entire book, commit to writing just one paragraph. If you don't feel like exercising for an hour, commit to 5 minutes. Starting small removes the mental resistance, and once you begin, you'll often find that you naturally want to keep going. Success is built on consistency, not fleeting bursts of motivation. The people who achieve great things in life are not those who always feel inspired. They are the ones who show up and put in the work, regardless of their mood. They understand that motivation is a byproduct of action, not the cause of it. So, if you want to make progress in any area of your life, stop waiting for motivation. Take the first step, no matter how small, and let action create the motivation you need to keep going. Knowing your why is one of the most powerful forces that can drive you towards success. It is the reason behind your actions, the deeper purpose that keeps you going even when things get difficult. Without a strong why, it is easy to give up when faced with challenges. People who lack a clear reason for their efforts often struggle with motivation and direction. They start something with excitement but quickly lose interest when obstacles arise. However, those who have a strong why are able to push through setbacks, maintain discipline, and stay committed to their goals. A powerful why gives you clarity. Many people drift through life without a clear purpose, chasing short-term pleasures and avoiding discomfort. They start projects, but when things get tough, they quit because they don't see a compelling reason to continue. When you have a strong why, you don't get easily distracted. You know exactly why you are doing what you are doing, and that clarity helps you stay on track. If your goal is to get in shape, your why might be to live a long and healthy life, to have the energy to play with your children, or to feel confident in your own body. If your goal is to build a business, your why might be to achieve financial freedom, create opportunities for others, or make a lasting impact on the world. Your why also helps you overcome challenges. No matter what goal you pursue, there will be obstacles along the way. You will face setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. If you do not have a strong reason for continuing, it will be easy to quit when things get tough. But when your why is powerful enough, it gives you the strength to keep going. Think about a person running a marathon. If they are running just for fun, they might stop when they feel tired. But if they are running for a cause, maybe to honor a loved one, raise money for charity, or prove something to themselves, they will push through the pain and keep moving forward. A strong why also builds self-discipline. Many people rely on motivation to get things done, but motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you moving forward even when motivation disappears. When you have a clear why, it becomes easier to stay disciplined because you are not just working toward a vague goal, you are working toward something that truly matters to you. A student who understands why they need to study will stay focused, while someone who sees studying as just another task will likely procrastinate. An athlete who deeply values their sport will train every day, while someone without a strong purpose will find excuses to skip practice. Another benefit of having a strong why is that it makes sacrifices feel worthwhile. Every major achievement requires sacrifice, giving up comfort, free time, and sometimes even relationships that hold you back. If you don't have a strong reason for making these sacrifices, they will feel painful and unnecessary. But when you know your why, you see sacrifices as necessary steps toward your goal. You don't mind waking up early, working late, or pushing through discomfort because you understand that every effort brings you closer to what you truly want. To find your why, ask yourself what drives you, what excites you, what kind of life do you want to create, what impact do you want to have. Your why should be deeply personal. It should be something that stirs emotion and makes you feel truly committed Once you identify it, remind yourself of it daily. Write it down, repeat it to yourself, and let it guide your actions. Success is not just about working hard. It is about working with purpose. When you have a strong why, you develop the determination, discipline, and resilience needed to achieve your goals. So if you ever feel lost or unmotivated, return to your why and let it remind you why you started in the first place. Welcome to Peak Ambition, the place where excuses end and transformation begins. If you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're done with laziness holding you back, and if you're ready to take full control of your life, you're in the right place. Here, we talk about discipline, consistency, eliminating distractions, and taking full responsibility for your future. Success isn't about luck. It's about the actions you take every single day. And we're here to push you beyond your limits, one powerful message at a time. So if you're ready to level up, to break free from excuses, and to start chasing your highest potential, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get to work. Because here at Peak Ambition, we don't wait for opportunities, we create them. Laziness is the silent enemy of success. It creeps in quietly, disguising itself as comfort, relaxation, and the illusion of endless time. It whispers excuses into your mind, convincing you that tomorrow is just as good as today to start working toward your goals. But the truth is, every moment wasted in laziness is a moment stolen from your future success. If you allow laziness to take root in your life, it will slowly build a wall between you and everything you desire, success, achievement, and personal growth. People who achieve greatness in any field do not allow laziness to dictate their actions. Whether in sports, business, or personal development, successful individuals understand that hard work and consistency are non-negotiable. They don't sit around waiting for motivation to strike. They create their own momentum by taking action. If you wait until you feel like it, you will spend your entire life waiting. Success requires effort, discipline, and a willingness to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Laziness often disguises itself as self-care or harmless procrastination. You tell yourself you deserve a break, that you'll start working after one more episode, that you'll go to the gym next week instead of today. But days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, you're stuck in the same place, wondering why nothing in your life has changed. The harsh reality is that your future success depends on the actions you take today. Every moment you give in to laziness, you are actively choosing to delay your progress. One of the biggest dangers of laziness is that it leads to regret. Many people look back on their lives and wish they had worked harder, taken more chances, or pushed themselves beyond their comfort zones. They realize too late that their potential was wasted because they were unwilling to put in the effort when it mattered. Regret is painful, and the best way to avoid it is to take action now. The work may be hard, but the reward of knowing you gave it your all is far greater than the comfort of laziness. Laziness also affects your confidence and self-esteem. When you constantly put things off and fail to take action, you begin to feel unproductive, unmotivated, and incapable. This creates a negative cycle where the more you avoid doing what needs to be done, the worse you feel about yourself. On the other hand, when you push past laziness and take action, even in small ways, you build confidence. Each task completed, each goal achieved, no matter how small, strengthens your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. The key to overcoming laziness is to develop self-discipline. Discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It means choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. One of the best ways to build discipline is by creating daily habits and routines that push you toward your goals. Even the smallest step in the right direction is better than doing nothing at all. Taking action, no matter how small, builds momentum, and once you have momentum, progress becomes easier. The reality is, you have one life, one chance to build the future you want. The time you waste now is time you will never get back. If you truly want success, if you truly want to reach your full potential, you have to make a choice. Will you let laziness control your life, or will you take charge and do what it takes to succeed? The decision is yours, but remember this. Every successful person you admire made the choice to reject laziness and embrace hard work. Now, it's your turn. Take action, stay disciplined, and don't let laziness steal your success.